The Duchess of Sussex, 40, delivered a massive win for U.S. families after she successfully campaigned for Congress to include paid family and medical leave in the Build Back Better Act. However, Meghan infuriated many Republicans with her political intervention. Following an earlier intervention, Missouri's GOP Representative Jason Smith, 41, even called for the Duchess to be stripped of her titles. Ms. Markle's latest interference in U.S. politics reignites the question in my mind as to why the royal family does not simply strip her and Harry officially of their titles, particularly since she insists on sending this under the pretense of being the Duchess of Sussex, he said. But the Virginia-based royal expert, Marlene Koenig, has said she sincerely doubts the Duchess will have her titles removed. She told, "Meghan has a title by marriage and Harry has the title by creation. In the UK, a wife shares her husband's rank and title unless she has a higher rank, the sovereign or peeress in her own right." When asked whether the Duchess' intervention was any different to Prince Charles' comments on climate change, Ms. Koenig said, "Charles is heir to the throne. He uses his voice and his position for good, and should not be deemed political. Meghan is an American citizen and she has the right to speak out whether she is a Miss Markle or the Duchess of Sussex." She added, "Fighting for equality and for paid parental leave is not political, we need more voices." While the royal expert offered a strong defense to Ms. Markle's paid leave campaign, Ms. Koenig also highlighted how historical precedent suggests the Duchess is unlikely to lose her titles. She cannot be stripped of her title because it is not her title, Koenig claimed. Only an act of Parliament can remove Harry's peerages. According to Ms. Koenig, the last time Parliament voted to relinquish a member of the firm of their title came in 1917 after the Titles Deprivation Act passed the statute books. The royal expert explained how this stripped three blue-blooded Anglo-Germans of their British titles after they opted to fight for the Axis powers in the First World War. Those who had to give up their titles included the Duke of Cumberland, who Koenig described as de jure King of Hanover, the Duke of Brunswick, husband to the Kaiser's Prussian princess daughter, and Queen Victoria's grandson the Duke of Albany. Ms. Koenig went on to claim, "I sincerely doubt Parliament is going to prepare legislation that would also need royal assent. It's not going to happen." Despite the royal expert's comments, there has been growing speculation the Duchess could throw her hat into the ring for U.S. president in the future. When Prince Harry stepped down as a senior royal, he left his life in the UK behind to start a new life in the US with wife Meghan Markle. And his departure means he might not be able to carry out a royal role that is only reserved for those at the top of the line of succession. Currently, Harry along with Prince Charles, Prince William and Prince Andrew are councillors of state, which means they can step in if the Queen is unable to perform her duties due to illness or absence abroad. By law, councillors of state are the top 4 people in the line of succession who are over the age of 21. But according to constitutional experts, due to Harry now residing in California, he would be unable to step up to the role if he was ever needed, and if more councillors were to be appointed, the role could fall to Princess Beatrice. Vernon Bogdanor, author of Monarchy and the Constitution and professor of government at King's College London, told, "A councillor not domiciled in the UK cannot act, so that excludes Harry. The next in line and over the required age of 21 would be Princess Beatrice." However, reports have suggested that rather than Beatrice, it could be the Duchess of Cornwall who could be appointed a councillor of state, if more were needed. In fact, Camilla will become a councillor of state anyway when her husband Prince Charles ascends the throne. Dr. Craig Prescott, a constitutional expert at Bangor University also told the Mail on Sunday, the Queen may look to add the Duchess of Cornwall, who would become a councillor of state when Charles is king anyway. Or they could go down the line to Princesses Beatrice or Eugenie, or add more members of the family, like Princess Anne or Prince Edward to the list. Buckingham Palace declined to comment on the claims. Last week, the palace announced that the Queen will rest for at least the next 2 weeks following an overnight stay in hospital 2 weeks ago. The statement added, "The doctors have advised that Her Majesty can continue to undertake light, desk-based duties during this time, including some virtual audiences, but not to undertake any official visits. Her Majesty regrets that this means she will be unable to attend the Festival of Remembrance on Saturday, November 13th. However, it remains the Queen's firm intention to be present for the National Service of Remembrance on Remembrance Sunday, on November 14th.